How's it going, guys? I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel. I was going to start up again last week, but I was sick for like 2.5 weeks, and I'm not fully recovered, but I'm getting back to normal. So I figured this will be the start of some of my reviews. Now, every Saturday, as I'm sure most of you guys know if you follow anime, that's when they release the majority of their new episodes. So there's a new episode of Boruto. It is episode 101 called Jugo's Reinforcements. And I know this is like kind of a weird spot to just start throwing down reviews on episode 101. But I mean, I didn't start from episode 1. That'd be a lot of videos to make up 100 some videos. I'd have to go back and rewatch every episode to do a review on. So it's just going to start from here and we'll go on forward, and then I will do the same with Dragon Ball Super when it starts up again. But in this episode, if you guys saw the previous episode, they're basically, in summary, going after these birds. A nearby village requested their help, and these birds are infected with a curse, and they're going crazy, and they're trying to figure out why. They ran into Jugo, and Jugo is using his curse mark to sort of just suck out the curse marks of these birds. And basically, these people from another village, they're like the Hidden River or something like that village, the land of Hidden River. I don't remember exactly where they're from, but it's something to do with the river. And this episode starts off, it's got the class rep and you, and they're doing a flashback to the fight scene they had about the two twins that attacked them and ambushed them and captured their friends, and they gave them curse marks. Well, anyway, the episode starts off after that flashback, and then she gets into a fight with some older characters from Naruto, and they are Karin and Shigetsu. So we get a little fight scene with them, and then Boruto and his friends hear the commotion and they run over to see what's going on, and they meet up, and then Masuki's like, "Hey, I know who these people are." And then Karin takes off her hood and is like, "Hey, Sadara, it's me." So they have like a little reunion, and as they were doing that little fight between the class rep and you and Shigetsu, he cut off his arm just to show that he's like made of water or can like not take damage. And I was thinking to myself as that happened, I was like, well, this wouldn't happen with any other character. Like, New wouldn't cut off some random dude's arm. They're just showing this just to give us a little refresher that this guy can't be hurt by physical attacks, which I thought was kind of funny because, I mean, I get that they need to show us like a little refresher of who this guy is, but I mean, New wouldn't cut off just any person's arm. It's just a coincidence that the only arm of a dude he cuts off is the guy that just can regrow it back. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then most of the episode is just Boruto and everybody just giving them a refresher of the situation, and Jugo and the birds and whatever. And then Shigetsu is just lecturing Boruto about how he doesn't know Jugo as much as he thinks he does. And I mean, not much happened in this episode. I do kind of like this arc. There's a bunch of mystery, like where did this curse mark come from? How's it affecting the birds? What's going on here? Which they shine a little light on in this episode as you fast forward to the end, because, I mean, there's not much that happens throughout the whole episode. So you get towards the end, and, I guess these reviews are going to contain some pretty big spoilers, I guess, since there's no way to actually discuss what happened in the episode without telling the plot point. It'd be a very short video. So I guess spoiler alert, you get to the end of the episode and you find out that the bird watcher guy, I forget his name, the bird guy who has been with them since the start of the mission, he is in cahoots with these people from the river, and he set up a laboratory. And I mean, that's kind of the cliffhanger, which I thought, like an episode prior, I was like, well, maybe that bird guy, there's something up with him. I could see this being a plot twist. But then I thought again, I was like, well, this guy's been with them since the beginning of the mission, clear back in the Hidden Leaf Village. It's like, how can this guy be involved and be a bad guy if he's been with them since before the mission even started? And then they did a plot twist, and it still threw me off guard a little bit. So So the bird guy that's been with him since the beginning, he is apparently a bad guy. And I would assume that he's probably the one giving all these birds curse marks and stuff. So the village that originally requested this help from the Hidden Leaf Village, they have basically shunned Boruto and everybody, and they want nothing to do with the Hidden Leaf Village because these people from the Hidden River have showed up, and they basically made it look like Boruto was the bad guy. And now they have taken over the operation, and everything's going according to their plan. And now going forward, it's got to be up to Boruto and Suigetsu and Karin, and they got to rescue Jugo and their friends. And Konohamaru is there, but he's still weakened from his fight with Jugo. And I mean, going forward, I guess I wouldn't predict there's going to be too many more episodes left of this little arc. This is just like a more kind of filler missions to get to know Boruto and everybody a little bit better. Just more adventures for them. This isn't anything to do with the overall plot of Boruto. It's just to get us to know Boruto and just character development episodes. But I was a little more interested in this compared to the previous one. I just didn't like the previous one that much. I like that you got to see some of the older characters and stuff, but I just wasn't a fan of the whole like cloning and Masuki leaving and turning against the Hidden Leaf Village, and there was all that drama, and I just wasn't a fan of that chunk, but so far I thought these little missions were okay. And it's nice to see that Jugo is getting some screen time, because in Naruto, it felt almost as if they forgot that character existed, because Sasuke went through all the trouble of getting him and making him a part of his little squad, and then they just never really used him, because, I mean, I don't know, it's like they forgot about him. Now, he's got a curse mark that he's had since birth, and when it takes over, he just goes on a complete rampage and will kill anything and everyone and doesn't care, and he's a freaking beast. He takes like no damage. So it's nice to see Jugo actually get some screen time in Boruto compared to what happened in Naruto. So it's nice to see that, and I like all these characters that are working for Orochimaru, because anything Orochimaru related I really like. They did a really good job with that character, because at the beginning of Naruto, you just get this absolute hatred for him, and then it does a complete 180, and now I find myself rooting for Orochimaru. It's really weird. So hopefully when they get Jugo back and he's taken care of or whatever, they'll take him back to Orochimaru and he'll give him some medicine or something to help with his curse mark. But I do hope we get to see some Orochimaru in the end of this little arc, because otherwise I'll be a little bit disappointed. But overall, I mean, it was an okay episode. Like I said, not too much happened. It had that little plot twist at the end, but I mean, I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It's just like an average episode, just to continue the plot. Nothing crazy happened, but now we know that the bird guy, the bird expert, is the bad guy. I guess next week we'll find out where it goes from there. But yeah, that's basically going to do it for this episode 101 review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. So bye-bye.